everyone. Good morning, good evening to the World Wide Web. And today is 2nd of October, celebrating birthday of so many people, including my family members, my associates. So happy birthday and happy birthday to everyone. Loads and loads of people are there in my connect who are celebrating their birthday today. So wishing everyone a very happy birthday. I think every day is a day to cherish so many aspects. Coming to the point of the discussion today is India. I think India is a fantastic topic to be discussed at any given hour, at any given point of time. India has been at the, I would say, discussion. Like most of my international clients, firstly they will ask, what's going on in India? How can we do business in India? Because today India is providing 1.3 billion plus people to be served, not only with content but product services. The point is how they consume the product services, or they are more of content creator or content consumer. That is one aspect. Another very interesting aspect I wish to discuss is about the 4Ds with Modi ji had advocated in US a few years back. So one is democracy. When you talk about democracy, I think judiciary is the third pillar of democracy. So I believe in current scheme of things, due to social distancing, we are going to see a lot of transparency in the system. I believe digitization is the need of the hour. Until unless whatever is there in the physical format has to be recorded in the online format, so that those records are not deleted, and the parties in question get justice. End of the day, it's a Justice League game, and the purpose of judiciary, or the purpose of constitution, or the purpose with which I believe Mahatma Gandhi wanted to see India as a democratic country, not as a country of startups. I would say people living their lives. I think that was the mandate of Mahatma Gandhi. I have been fortunate enough to visit Sabarmati Ashram. I have been fortunate enough to visit Kirti Mandir. Kirti Mandir is the place in Porbandar where he was born. I have been fortunate enough to see his house, which is very much intact, and there was so much to be imbibed at that place. I think the Indian schools should take the students to these kind of places, and then cherish what India is all about when we talk about Mahatma Gandhi. So I believe Gandhiji always believed, or Gandhiji's belief system was that he was a forecaster. He was a forecaster in terms of he knew what's incoming, he knew what are the loopholes, and he covered those loopholes given the current scheme of mandate. I was reading the paper today, so when we talk about 50 startup ideas of Gandhi, so that's one of the articles in the paper today. However, coming to the 4D, first is democracy. Judiciary has to be corrected in the right format, and the youngsters or the youth who are joining in judiciary should be given their due credit. I believe the concept of senior, junior, and the kind of work we are asked to do or facilitate in the early years, I think that is stretched too much. I think even for the women fraternity who are becoming lawyers, or who are becoming aware about other things, I think judiciary has to be transparent. That's one format which needs to be taken care of, so that 4D democracy can be achieved. Second is demography, no doubts about it. I think if we see the geography of India, and if we understand and the commendable work of the latitude and longitude, how the demography of India is there on this map of what we call as world map. India is a country where we see 4 seasons. We see all the 4 seasons in India, and that is something people love about India. They love to spend time in India just to have some sun bath. Why people go to Goa? To have that sun bath, to have that melanin pigmentation in their body, so that they can have the coloration, and many products are there, many innovations are there in that aspect also. So L'Oreal has developed loads and loads of innovation in that respect. So what are the parameters I wanted to discuss here is when we talk about demography, biodiversity law comes into place, the other laws come into place, and how innovation can be a facilitator is the question stakeholders need to answer, and even the innovators in each state need to answer this question. I was very impressed when I saw the innovation sector in Jaipur, especially in Jodhpur, doing fantastic, small entrepreneurs doing very well in whatever they are stating. However, being a Delhiite and born and brought up in Delhi, Delhi being my hometown, I feel the innovation culture is in India, or I would say in Delhi NCR, is many ways solving a lot of issues. However, the main framework needs to be tweaked a little bit so that 4Ds can be achieved. I think at the end of the day, the 4Ds with the alignment of the SDG goals, and especially the alignment of goal number 17, will do the magic. Demand. I think it's an innate culture in India where the nature of most of the Indians is very demanding. I being one of them, I can talk about it freely because demand supply is we like to have the best of both the worlds. However, as an entrepreneur, what I can state from my experience is you have to be thoughtful enough, and you should be ready to, devote loads and loads of your, I would say, time, energy, resources. Leave the wealth aspect apart. Wealth is a byproduct. Wealth should never be a situation where you're not able to do something, because today in the online world there's so much of information, and if anyone, irrespective of the background, can develop so many things in the online world with just a right intent, and the intent to solve something, the intent to make life better. Because at the end of the day, why we are automizing or automatically doing things or automizing the stuff is, when I write pattern applications, the intent or the main framework of automizing any product process is that as humans I have more time to spend with my loved ones, develop those offline relationships. You don't have to be online so many hours. What is the need of the hours? It is a stated fact that at a continuous stretch, not more than 10 to 15 minutes, human minds tend to take a break, and then you talk to people around you, then new ideas develop. And that's why a good island of thoughts, a good island of people who are, I would say, deployed in that scenario makes a lot of difference. And that is why the culture or the ecosystem matters a lot. Today I won't say the word ecosystem, because the word ecology itself has been disrupted due to the act of God, which has been stated by Government of India. So I think the act of God clause is there in all the contracts. So however, I think what is important is I had discussed one of my clauses, which I generally like to put, because I give an ambit to my clauses. I don't write open-ended clauses. I generally tend to write close-ended clauses, because then it defines the periphery of the agreement between the parties, because it's always it's proposal, offer, and acceptance. So it's like these three things happen simultaneously, and who owns the onus to do that scope of work. Then is decision making capacity. I think as women entrepreneurs, I would see, or I can foresee globally. Yesterday also we had a very quick chat, and the energy was awesome. It's always wonderful if you are able to meet the right women entrepreneurs globally, or the women fraternity who really want to work in technology and make a difference in the society and make the society more livable, because content is king, multitasking is queen, or multi-screen is queen. Content is king, multi-screening is queen, as stated by TechCrunch.